Good morning and welcome to my very first attempt at a very low rent podcast video recording Tales of the Badass Honey Badger Ninja. My name is Noelle Diatley and I am excited to finally take a leap of faith and the encouragement of friends and loved ones' friends. Well, my friends are pretty much loving, unconditionally and otherwise, but anyway, here are the things that I want to talk about, or at least I'm just going to have fun with. All right, first, Badass Honey Badger Ninja. What's the origin of that? So we'll hit that, tell you about my hats, Charlotte Football Club, my shirts. This is for the new women's Charlotte soccer, football, whatever you Europeans like to call it, Americans, worldly people. So I have these collections of hats and shirts, and all of them, the ones that I keep, they all have a story. I have I have a lot. There, many issues about that. There are social issues we have to talk about. I read Heather Cox Richardson every day because she presents a novel idea called facts, and then she relates the facts to history. Then that will lead us into what is my favorite clickbait today? Social media. It's what's for dinner. It's what's for breakfast. It's what's for lunch. It's what's for a snack. It's what is driving our world today. It is the way it is. And many people choose to stay off of it. I applaud them. But in my world and my professions, plural, I need social media. Plus, the biggest topic of the Badass Honey Badger Ninja is NMAS. Never met a stranger. I have. Maybe I should do IHNMAS. Or I should just say, you know what? I've never met a stranger. Because everybody has stories. I have stories, you have stories, we have stories. So let's share our stories. So hopefully, I'm going to stop saying so, but this is unscripted. This is just me and all of my facial expressions. Yes, I am dyslexic. I stutter. I stumble over my words. I do love writing when I can stay writing, but otherwise, I love a good conversation. I love a rabbit hole of discussion. So that's why we're here. Welcome to the adventure. I hope we get to keep doing this for a very long time. I hope I get to keep doing this for a very long time. Okay, but it starts today and it starts here. Glad you're here. Oh, okay. You want to know about the Badass Honey Badger Ninja? Well, Google Randall's narrative of the Badass Honey Badger Ninja. I'll tell more of that story as it comes along, but that hilarity was very necessary for women, friends of ours, mine, my wife's. We were all gathered laughing hysterically because we were all dealing with life on life's terms, and it sucked hard. And then one of our friends was diagnosed with breast cancer, and we were like, you know what? We're all going to be badass honey badger ninjas, because I was studying karate at the time. So we had to add the ninja part. And I had even taken this particular friend who had been diagnosed, taken her to one of my karate classes, and she was awarded a white belt just for showing up, hanging in there, and learning. And it was a blast. So the Badass Honey Badger Ninjas were formed to fight fucking cancer. And then we realized, you know what? We all have our own fights. And we have to be badass honey badger ninjas who simply do not care, do not give a shit, and will just take a nap, get up, and keep eating that big damn cobra called life. So we're badass honey badger ninjas. All right, the hat. This is from the Charlotte Football Club. There's a story about when I got it. There is a story about this shirt for the new Charlotte women's soccer team. And it would be the fifth iteration of a women's soccer club. But we should probably save that conversation for my wonderful wife, Betty, editor. Sorry, not the editor. She is the assistant managing editor for Sports Business Journal. But Betty has been a journalist all her life, and if there is anyone who has taught me about the power of the English language, facts, fact checking, and the difference between writing a story and reporting, it's the Most Awesome Betty. Yes, MAB, my Most Awesome Betty. I even had stickers made because we all need a Betty. So, oh, okay. So that was my hat. Oh, yeah, easily distracted by bright, shiny objects. Oh, look, a squirrel. Seriously, I have the windows open for really good natural lighting. I might bring my studio lighting in. I like the background because those are original Disney cells of the Disney villains. There's a long story about that picture. But anyway, the Most Awesome Betty, which is what I was talking about, she has been my wife and my muse, if you will. Oh, I've got to write this down. Okay, there are lots of thoughts flooding my head, so I think it's a good time to stop and see how this turns out and how much I do or do not want to edit. And if I can't find a thought to focus on, I'll hit stop and leave you looking for what's the story? Wait, did she finish this? And then it'll be really fun. Badass Honey Badger Ninja Noelle out. End.